Hello, congratulations on the purchase of your Cougar half-ton. My name is Russ. I'm going to do an orientation video with you today. Along with this email you're getting, there are a couple video links to some maintenance videos. I do encourage you to watch those as well. We'll get started with your orientation right here in the front. You do have your spare tire up here in the front compartment as well as your battery compartment. So you can have a couple batteries in there if you want. You have your docking light switches right here, so this will turn the lights on and off here in the front. So you have those orange lights and that light there. This light has its own switch on it right at the bottom. You are pre-wired for side view cameras as well as the backup camera back there, but you do have side view camera pre-wire here. One of your two 30-pound propane tanks is on this side, along with your gas pressure or your regulator here. So you have, I don't know if you can see it very well, this right here, this is pointing towards the tank that you're using. So right now it's pointing towards this tank right here. So if this tank were to go empty, I just give this little lever up here a turn. Now it's pointing towards the other tank, so I can fill this tank while I'm using that other one. So you do need to turn that to switch from one tank to the other. Pass-through storage compartment. You do have this slinky hose, which is going to quick connect onto your outdoor shower right here. Just inside the door you have your auto leveling system. Now with your auto leveling, right behind me is a step-by-step instructions on hooking up and unhooking. So if you have any questions at all, refer to this instructions. It will take you through a step-by-step. But with this, you're going to use this front button. This is going to move your front jacks up. If I want to retract my front jacks, hit the retract button, same front button. So the front will move it up or down, just depends on if you have the retract buttons lit up there. Now your rear, left, and right, these are to move your rear jacks all at once. So the rear, that will move them all at once, or you can separate the rear jacks left and right side. But probably won't really use those much. What you're going to use is this front button so you can unhook from your vehicle. And you're going to come back here and hit auto level once you're unhooked from your vehicle. So this is going to level itself out, and then you'll be ready for camping. When you're ready to go home, you go through this menu here when you're ready to go home, and you're going to see auto reconnect. There's a lot of different ones on this menu here. So drop front jacks, you have auto reconnect, manual mode, auto retract all, and auto retract rear. So what you want to use when you're ready to go home is auto reconnect. So you're going to go through the menu here, see auto reconnect, hit enter. All the rear jacks are going to go up, and your front jacks are going to go to the same position they were in just before you hit auto level. So it remembers that last position as auto reconnect. So if you come through here and hit auto reconnect, it's going to be ready for you to hook your truck back up. So come back here, hit auto reconnect, enter, and now you're ready to hook your truck up. If you do need to move the front at all, just use this front button. If you need to raise or lower the front. Once you're hooked to your vehicle, that's when you're going to use auto retract all. So go through the menu, auto retract all, hit enter, and then the front jacks will raise up. Then all you'll have to do is pull the pin and raise the feet the rest of the way up. So you can actually come through here when you first get to your campsite, find drop front jacks, hit enter, and your front jacks will start to lower down. And then you'll just pull the pin and let the feet hit the ground. So you can manually move all your jacks, or you can go through here and decide what you want to do on the menu here. But like I said, this is really not that hard to use once you start messing around with it. But like I said, you have step-by-step instructions right here as well. So outdoor shower, blue slinky hose, hot and cold water. Water heater bypass is right here. So right now your water heater is bypassed because it is winterized, so we have it on. So once we get the antifreeze out of the system, put the plug into the water heater, you can turn that in the off position and start filling your water heater. Winterize, that's used just for winterizing, obviously, but you're going to hook a hose up to this. The other end of that hose is going to go into an antifreeze. You're going to turn the water pump on. It's going to draw the antifreeze up through your camper. You do need to have that winterize on the on position for that to work, though. And you also need to make sure that's bypassed. But that needs to be in on position for that winterize to work. City water connection. So full hookup camping, hook your hose up to there, turn it on, you have water pressure throughout your camper. You have a black tank flush here. So with your tanks, you have the black, a gray, and you have another gray right there. Empty ports right here. So let's hook up your wastewater hose. Pull this black handle first, let that empty out, and then once that's empty, pull both of your gray handles. Once the grays are empty, you can close both of the grays, leave that black open, hook a hose up to your black tank flush. It's like an upside down sprinkler system, and your black tank's gonna flush it out for you. So let that run for a few minutes. Then you can unhook that hose, close this black handle, put your cap back on your wastewater empty port, and you'll be all set with that. You are solar ready, so if you have a portable solar panel, you can plug it in here. It will trickle charge your battery. And that input's for cable or satellite, and this is your battery disconnect. So if you turn this key, it will shut 12 volt off to your camper. You do need to have this in the on position in order for your battery to charge. So if you're plugged into shore power or your vehicle, make sure this is in the on position so your battery's charging for you. You have a light up here as well. You can have it so it is on all the time or as a motion light. Water heaters right here. So when you're ready to use this, because it is winterized right now, all you're going to do is hook your city water up. You're going to turn it on and go through every place in the camper that runs water, including that outdoor shower right there. You're going to go one faucet at a time until all the antifreeze is out. Once you've cleared all the antifreeze out of the camper, you're going to put your anode rod into your water heater right there, tighten it up, and then turn that water heater bypass in the off position, and you will hear your water heater start to fill up. You want to make sure your water heater is full before you turn it on. You can do that by pulling on the relief valve right here. You get a solid stream of water coming out, you know it's full. You can also turn the hot side on any sink. As long as you get a solid stream of water, you know it's full. So then you can turn it on. So right outside here, you have a switch right here, on and off. Turn that in the on position. And then inside on your screen, your control panel inside, there's a choice between gas, electric, or both. So you can decide if you want to run gas or electric or both. But in order to run electric, you do need to have this switch out here in the on position as well. So it takes two switches for the electric to work, one for the gas. This is all electronic ignite, so you don't have to light any pilot lights or anything. Just make sure that it's full before you turn it on. And if you need to empty it, take your anode rod out and it will empty right from here. This is your furnace vent right here. It does get very hot. Try not to block that. You have a vent over your stove top. So if you use the fan for your stove, just pop this open. Make sure that flap is open so it can vent outside. If you're not using it, you can just push this closed. Keeps the bugs out. Refrigerator vents. Right here you have a condensation hose, just be sure that's out so it can drip outside and not inside the camper causing water damage. Right here is where you're going to fill your freshwater tank, so if you are rustic camping, just fill your freshwater tank right from here. Take that cap off, fill it up, and then you can turn your water pump on and you will have water pressure from the water pump drawing from your freshwater tank. Right there, that is how you're going to empty your freshwater tank. So just open that valve like it is. And then you can store your wastewater hose right here in that tube once you're done emptying the tanks. Right here is where your 50 amp power cord is going to plug into. You do have 50 amp service. If you get the starter kit, you do get a 50 down to 30 adapter so you can plug in at 30 amps at a park. But regardless, 50 amp service, I highly recommend to use a 50 amp surge guard. I would not camp without one. Help protect your camper from any surges that the park has. Then you have your ladder there so you get up there and do some maintenance. Pre-wired for an observation or backup camera. You do have your hitch on here as well. License plate will go there. And then over here you have some solid steps. Very nice steps to have. One important thing with these is to make sure your door is all the way open before you bring these steps up or down. And the reason for that right there will hit on your screen door and damage your door if it's not. So be careful of that. These just lift up, some water off, and they will snap right into the door frame right here. So it rests right in the door frame, and now the door will close right over top of it. You can adjust the legs, just lift that up, or push on this to lower them down. And then you just pull on this blue lever here to bring them back down. First time you bring these out, or if you adjust the legs, close your door very slowly. You want to make sure that there is a gap between your steps and your door. Otherwise you can damage your door that way as well. It just lifts up and moves towards the door for travel. You do have a couple plugs here. Outputs for cable or satellite, so you can have a TV outside. And then right there, that is the brains to your in-command center. That's where all your fuses and relays are. Shouldn't really have to do anything with that. And then your other propane tank right here. You do have a couple outdoor speakers, electric awning. And it looks like that is about everything on the outside. So we're going to head inside next. Alright, we're inside here. Right inside your door is your control panel. So with this in-command system, you can get an app, and this will tell you how to do that. You get an app for your phone, so you can run everything that's on here on the control panel. You can run it from your phone. So if I can get that up there, there we go. So it tells you how to do that. That's not staying up there for me. But you can definitely get that for your phone. But for now, turn this on. Now, if it asks you for a passcode, I already have this turned on, so it didn't ask me for one this time. But if it asks you for a passcode, it's 4 zeros, 0000, and that will open up your page here. So this is what you're going to see when you first turn it on. You have up top fresh, black, gray. So as your tanks fill, these will darken up because you do have the two grays, a black and a fresh. So these will darken up as they fill, so you know how full your tanks are. You have your HVAC. So if you have the front air conditioner, which is in the bedroom, then it will run through here. But these are pre-wired for a second AC. You'd have to order one to get or have one put in. They don't come with them. They are pre-wired, so you can always get one if you want. And if you do get one, you can run it through this page right here. Otherwise, I'm going to push this arrow here. Now I'm going to the rear AC. Push my mode button. I can have my fan. Adjust your fan speeds here. Push that again. There's my air conditioner. Again, I can adjust the fan speeds. Adjust my temperature. So that's my set temperature, my actual temperature. Push it again. Now I have my heat. So I can decide what fan speed I want for that, what temperature I want for that. And then push it one more time. It goes to auto, so it'll switch between air and heat. Push it again, it's off. So just push mode till you find what you want, and then adjust your fan speeds and your temperature. It's really pretty simple to use. You can schedule start and stop times for your furnace or air conditioner. Once you set your clock, push this back arrow, go to lights, bedroom ceiling and awning lights, just touch them, turn them on or off. Then we have slides and awnings. So under slides and awnings, you have your wardrobe slide. You're just going to hold the button down to bring the slides in or out. Just moving the slide in the bedroom there. Kitchen slide, dinette slide, same thing. Just hold the button down until your slides are all the way in or all the way out. Same with your awning. Just hold that down till your awning's all the way out or all the way retracted in. Back button. Then you have a settings page where you can, if you get the app for this, you can get an app, in command app for your phone. So you can connect your phone under the Bluetooth. If you get Wi-Fi, you could connect, set your date and time. You can change your passcode from those 4 zeros to whatever you want. So there are a lot of different things you can change in here under the settings. Down here it shows your battery, your water pump, so you just touch it, turns your water pump on or off. And then you hit your water heater. They'll give you the option of gas, electric, or both. So make sure your water heater is full, and just turn it on, whichever one you want. And this one turns all your interior lights on or off at one time, just the ones on the ceiling. And that is your control panel. Pretty easy to use, all laid out pretty nice. Going to the bathroom, you have a porcelain toilet with a foot pedal flush, so halfway down brings water in, all the way down will flush it. You have a vent right above, just twist it open. Button here to turn the fan on or off. Make sure your vents are closed before you travel. You do have a latch on your sliding door here, make sure that's latched for travel as well. And on your sliding glass doors for your shower, you have this latch here. Hear that click, and then you know it's nice and secure. GFI reset right there. You do have a light switch under here. Bedroom, of course, your wardrobe slide. You do have these sensors. There's a couple of them in here. This is for your thermostat, so try not to block that. Otherwise, you'll get inaccurate readings on your thermostat. You have rocker switches here. Turn the lights on or off. You have a spot for a TV on the wall, so just use a stud finder, find the right spot to mount that bracket, and then hook your TV up there. Under here, a little bit of storage under the bed. It's nice. You have another vent over here. This one does not have the fan on it, but it is a vent you can open up, and this is where you're pre-wired for the second air conditioner. So that's where it would go if you were to get one. Down in the living room area, kitchen. Carbon monoxide LP detector. You have an outlet there. Keys are on your sink, that's where they'll be when you pick up. You have another GFI plug right there. Your microwave, standard turntable microwave. You have your fan, so make sure that flap is open on the outside so it can vent out. And then the light here as well. Extra counter space if you want it right here, but this does flip up. Now you have a backsplash and you can light up your stovetop. So just put it on the flame, turn your igniter until it lights up. This has arrows on it, so only turn this to the right. If you turn that to the left, you could break it. And then with your oven, it works the same way. Put it on the flame, hold this in while you're turning the igniter. And then once your pilot light lights up, you can put it on whatever temperature you need. You have a switch here to push it up, it turns these lights on. If you push it down, it adds that oven light. Don't forget to put this down before you travel, this will break. Refrigerator is gas or electric. You have your controls for it right up here in the freezer. There are instructions in here as well. But you're just going to turn it on. As long as it's on auto, it's going to run off electricity first. If it can't find the electricity, it's going to switch to propane automatically. You can have this button out here and it's propane only. If that check light comes on, it means it cannot find the propane, so it's either turned off or it's empty. So if that happens, just turn this off, go make sure your propane's good to go. If it is, turn that back on and it will try to relight for you. You do have a tri-fold sofa. So if you need some extra sleeping space, remove these back cushions. And then you're going to lift up right in the front here, kind of in the middle. Pull towards you. Drop the legs. So now it looks kind of like that. And then you're going to take this back and fold it forward. Just like that. Now you have a nice extra sleeping space. And you do have some storage underneath if you need to use that. But it comes out pretty easy. I'm doing it with one hand. Takes a few seconds. If you don't want extra guests staying with you, just don't let them know that this is a bed. You do have your recliners here. When you're bringing your slides in, the recliners do need to be turned sideways, because as you see, if you were to bring the slides in right now, it's going to hit your recliner. So you do need to be careful of that when you bring your slides in. Table and chairs. Storage under the chairs. You do have straps to strap everything down. Entertainment center. Nice big TV here. Some space behind it. Hookups back here. And then you have your stereo. Your stereo, this is a CD player, DVD player. It has Bluetooth. So this will play DVDs through that TV there. Find a station. So zone 1 and 2, it shows they're both on right here. So 1 is inside, just push the 1 to turn it on or off, and 2 is outside. And then you do have Bluetooth right here. You can go through your menu here. So that's Bluetooth, ARC, AV, auxiliary, and back to radio. Below that is your fireplace. This is electric only. I'm not plugged in right now, so I can't turn it on. But you have your controls right here. You have a power button. You have a timer on here. You can set your fan speeds and your temperature with these 2 buttons. And then this is to adjust your flames. So you can have them brighter or dimmer. So it's a nice space heater. If it's getting chilly in here and you're not paying for electricity at the park, just turn that on. Save your propane. You do have a light switch over here as well for those lights. Another vent up in the ceiling here. And then your air conditioner. You can open these up on the ends. It will dump the air down and cool it off quicker in this area. Otherwise, you close these and you have more pressure through your vents. All the vents in the ceiling are for your air conditioner. Any vents in the floor for your furnace. There are filters in here you can take out, clean, and reuse. You do have USB charging ports and plugs. Another light switch over there. And I believe that's about everything in here. So hopefully this video helps. If you have any questions when you come to pick up, just let us know. At that time, we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. We do appreciate your business, so thank you for purchasing at TerryTown, and congratulations.